72 snaps against Wake, 17 Miami, 0 NC State to 72, and starting against
Yes, sir.
Notre Dame. What has that been like for you?
It was pretty surreal. I woke up the morning of the game and I was just kind of like, dang, like I'm really starting against Notre Dame today. And I mean, yeah, it was surreal. And it's just a blessing, honestly.
Were you confident?
I was confident going into it, yes, sir. I knew they were very physical and very well coached, but I knew going into it, I was confident, and I knew I'd go against one of the best defenses in the country every day, so that also brings me a lot of confidence going into it.
Did that give you extra juice that it was Notre Dame, though? I mean, their history and everything.
I mean, definitely. I mean, it was a big game, big challenge. I mean, I'd say it definitely brought a bunch of juice, but I mean, honestly, I would say I just kind of. I don't think I'm gonna bring the same juice every game, no matter who it is. So.
How much do you think simplifying things, going to more just block the guy in front of you, just for the line in general, going away from some of the pulling stuff that maybe y'all had kind of struggled with as a unit, how much do you think simplifying that helped? Just like, hey, block the guy in front of me.
I think it definitely helped. We just kind of stuck with the basics, and I mean it was working. And so I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I mean we just kept doing it and it kept working. So we just kept running that, and yeah, it just kind of made things simpler, and I'd say it helped.
Coach Sweeney mentioned a few times after the game how proud he was of Thomas Austin for the level of preparation that he put together for you guys last week. How would you describe what Coach Austin was able to do for you guys and getting you ready for the physicality of that game?
Yes, sir. He definitely told us. I mean, we had been challenged, and I think we did a good job of accepting that challenge and really, straining and fighting to excel. And yeah, I think he did a great job this past week of just preparing us and getting us mentally ready and just physically ready. And so yeah, I think he did a really good job of that.
I guess when you evaluate your own performance, where do you feel like you improved the most for other games in this season?
I'd say I have an issue of I kind of play on my toes too much, and I would say I definitely played on my toes too much in the game. But I mean, there were some plays where I didn't, and I just kept running my feet, and it worked out. So I think I kind of improved in that area a little bit. I took a step forward, so that was good for me to see. So yeah, I think on pass protection, I kind of kept my feet under me, and I wasn't leaning as much, and so I think that I took a step forward in that area as well.
When you're playing on your toes, what goes wrong?
So like in run blocking, kind of play on my toes too much, and you kind of get snatched, or you get kind of push pulled and stuff like that.
With the snap counts, I guess, from 62 to 17 to none and then 72, was it just performance-wise, 17 and then none and then 72 the next week? Were you just out of the rotation for 2 games essentially, or what went into that?
I don't really know, honestly. I mean, I think they were just trying to get the best 5 out there, and for NC State, I guess it just seemed like that was the best 5. And I mean, if that's what's best for the team, that's what's best for the team. So yeah, I think that's kind of what went into it.
Did you get the sense from coaches that you separated yourself, I guess, leading into the Notre Dame game, that you've done something in practice or taken a step forward, maybe, or did you feel like you did?
I mean, I think that's just kind of where they saw the best 5 that week, honestly. I don't think, I mean, obviously I'm going to go as hard as I can in practice every week, but I mean, I think that's kind of just who they saw as the best 5 that week. So.
What's it like to block for Phil Maffa and see what he did?
It's great. I mean, Phil's such an unselfish guy, and I mean, you don't want anything but the best for him, and so it's very easy to go out there and give my all for him, and Will Shipley as well. I mean, those guys both, they're unselfish and they're leaders on this team, and it's really easy to go out there and give your all for them.
As
Maffa continued to pile up the yard centers, did you ever have pause to think, man, what we're doing here today is pretty special, or did you not realize that till after the game?
Honestly, I didn't realize it till after the game, and they told us how many yards he got, and I was like, dang. But yeah, during the game, I knew he had a bunch of big runs and stuff like that, but it didn't really hit me till after the game when they told us how many yards he had.
Coach Riley was telling us about this yesterday. I don't know if you noticed it, that Will Putnam's like shoe supposedly exploded in the middle of the game.
Yeah, so it was in the middle of a play, and like I don't even remember what we were doing. I think we had like a back block, and I'm like in the middle of a play, and I'm like looking down, and I see his shoe like split in half basically. I thought his ankle snapped in half, but it was just his shoe fell apart. But I was like, "Are you okay?" Like I thought his ankle was done, and it was just a shoe, luckily. So yeah, that was good.
So that's probably never happened to you.
No.
Have you ever heard that?
No, I've never seen that before.
Any questions for Harris from Zoom? Anybody else in the room? All right, thanks, Harris. Appreciate
Thank
the
you.
time, man.
Thank y'all.